Hey, what's going on? Welcome to This Week in Grime, and I am your host, Logan Sama. It's Monday, and you know what that means? It is time to run down the top 7 most popular articles from the last 7 days in the world of grime from the keepingitgrimy.com news site. So without any further delay, let's get into our first item.
Scholar.
Rest up, Skulls.
Tragically, last year, the grime scene mourned the loss of DJ Scholar, who passed away. The tributes came in from across the scene of Scholar, who had such a profound effect on the earliest years of grime and still was felt to this day as a producer and DJ. Two of his closest friends in the scene, in Large and Roachee, came together for this touching tribute, which was released this week. The video for Rest Up Scholar dropped on GRM Daily, and of course, it saw the two going back to back over a classic Scholar production. From historic moments that stretch back to the earliest days, the formative years of grime as part of Rough Squad, one of the most influential and pioneering crews in all of grime, into the modern day, which showed his resurgence as a highly respected producer and such a well-loved member of the community as a whole. Whilst he may have left us, tracks like this and just the sheer impact and influence that Skulls had on the grime scene will never be forgotten. Rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family and his loved ones. You can check out the video right now of So Large and Roachee's Rest Up Scholar on GRM Daily.
Half of the ends. Anytime you hear Scholar 3 times, to the DJ for lick it back, rewind. Putting a lot of work in the east side. Scholar was a music man from the eye. The Roscoe sound.
Continuing the long-running King Original series, Footsie has just this week dropped Volume 6 of the instrumental compilation. The name King Original Sound was made famous by his late father, and it's great to know that the King Original label and sound will continue pushing out music that is a mark of quality long into the future. Featuring 10 brand new instrumentals that are ready to go in your sets, you can download or stream King Original Volume 6 on all good digital platforms.
If you send for me now, you ain't getting a response.
After dropping the video of the single titled Angry Kid in September of 2020, Cadell is back with a full-length 8-track project of the same name, entirely produced by Splurt Diablo. If you've already seen the single of the same name, which is now on the project as just intro as well as outro and Bigger Person, the 3 lead singles, there's another 5 brand new tracks which feature Cadell working once again with Splurt Diablo, and we know absolutely every single time that these guys link up, magic happens.
There was money that he could have been earning. I'm blowing overseas like a wind turbine. If I burped on a tune, it was still so fine. Then know what I'm on when it's work time, no cameras around like it's Bergheim. How many more?
No sign of a new visual yet, but he has already announced more projects are in the pipeline, and until then you can check out Angry Kid, the album, 8 tracks of Splurt Diablo on the buttons and Cadell on the vocals. It's available on all good digital platforms right now.
I'm barely in the hood, but the kettle's always hot for me. I'm like the only older that ain't trying to make the YG shop for me.
Birmingham-based artist 1997 has dropped his brand new single Line 'Em Up this past week, and the video is already doing great numbers. One of the most interesting things about this link up is it features SD9 from Brazil's grime scene. With production by Off Key, the very noticeable So Large sample rings out throughout the chorus, and this one is a banger. Big up 1997 on this one. Big up to all my Brazil grime crew as well. SD9, the feature alongside Leon. You can check out the video now. It's on its own channel. Just look for 1997, the word 19 and the numbers 97 on YouTube, or you can stream or download Line 'Em Up on all good digital platforms right now.
You mentioned this one, there ain't no happy ending all day.
Over the last couple of years, Scrufizzer and Stimpy have certainly retread some of the sonics that were made famous by the Tropical project by Boy Better Know of years gone past. The bumpy, bubbly sounding, garage-inspired production has come back once again on this new single from Scrufizzer, produced by Stimpy and Soul State, entitled Win. This time around he's called on K Dot of Sheffield's Scum Fan for the feature, and he's been having an incredible time recently on some of the more bumpy 4/4 vibes, but he sounds just as good on this tropical beat.
Yo, I ain't been about for a hot minute, I had to get off on my estate. From a hot block with a spread hit, man, I bull shots and cops for your red plate.
With a video directed by Northside Media, you can check it out right now on SBTV, and the single is out to stream and download right now. It's Scrufizzer and K Dot. Track's entitled Win.
Them no one see you win. Them no one see you win. When you're living in a place full of pretty sin, you have
D-Power continues his promo campaign towards the release of the Graphene 2 EP, and this time he's dropped a new single entitled Spitters, produced by Louis B. Promising a single every Friday for 4 weeks, you already kicked off with The March, produced by Heavy Trackers, but this time round it's Louis B on the buttons, and he's linked up with Jammer, Nast and Pit on the feature vocals.
enough is enough. I man look after Green Gate Pub. Oh, show man what a 3-8 does.
No visuals have dropped yet, but I can guarantee that we'll be seeing some videos on the launch of Graphene 2, so just bide your time for that. If you're interested in some more D-Power though, make sure you're checking out this Friday. There'll be another single dropping, and you can read his thoughts as he spoke to Trench Magazine about where he sees grime going in the future and what the scene needs to do to bring it back on top.
Rolling.
Good news for those of you who've been impressed by the work rate of young artist Duppy over the last year or so. He has announced a brand new EP entitled Now You See Me, and he chose to announce it with this freestyle. It will be absolutely no surprise to any of you that he produced the track as well. And once again, it's Carmex King on video duties.
Alright, still in old school outside. Get banned in your eye, don't ask why. 16 times for bro, man. Now gonna leave a hate Liverpool's hidden on the right.
But we are very, very excited to hear a longer length project out of Duppy, and the Now You See Me EP will be coming in the near future.
I'm expensive for the cheap that fear, and all these boys better you don't be a way of life on the man.
Yeah. Like, know when you see that?
And we're going to go into a bonus round. Our last article of the week is PK's new single, After Work. PK and Lolingo have been teasing a brand new single, and After Work released this week.
She was like, nah, babe, I got a husband who could be mates for me on Twitter. So I drew that breath for the next that she dumped her man on the same day.
But I know we could not possibly talk about PK on This Week in Grime without talking about what is going on in the world of grime conflicts, beef, dubs. They're flying out left, right and centre. But don't worry, we are going to be back with a War Report special later this week, where we'll be looking at PK's latest reply, Cruz Leon's dub. We've got Renz in there. We have got Blessed. We're going to be looking at Sub 10 as well. It's all going off. There's been a lot of names mentioned, and we're going to be breaking it down for you in a special one-off War Report video later this week. So make sure you are following and subscribed for that. But that's it from us this time round on This Week in Grime. That has been the 7 most popular articles on the keepingitgrimy.com website over the last 7 days. If you want to find out what's going on a day-by-day basis, then make sure you're checking out keepingitgrimy.com. There's lots more happening in grime that we can't even fit into these weekly roundups, and I love that. There's so much going on out there. Don't forget as well, give us a follow on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and now TikTok, all just at Keeping It Grimy. And we'll see you back again same time next week here. But until then, as always, make sure you're keeping it grimy.